Welcome Africa FM listeners. In Côte d'Ivoire, 60 candidates have registered for the October 25th presidential elections, with nearly 40% of them young contenders for civil society, the private sector, and new political movement. In Benin, the ruling coalition has chosen Finance Minister Romuald Wadagni as its candidate for the April 2026 presidential elections. In Juba, national consultations on IGAD's 2026 to 2030 strategy wrapped up, with stakeholders reviewing progress, sharing experiences, and setting priorities for the next phase. The process reaffirmed commitment to a peaceful, resilient, and prosperous Horn of Africa. In Sudan, 7 civilians were killed and 71 other injured in artillery shelling by the Rapid Support Forces in El Fasher, North Darfur, according to local doctors. The UN says Sudan faces the world's worst hunger crisis, with famine in some areas and over 100,000 cholera cases recorded in a year, the largest outbreak in years. It urged urgent action to save millions. The G20 Working Group on Food Security opens a 3-day meeting in Cairo, with food security at the center of discussions. For the first time, an official meeting of this kind is organized in a non-member country and on the African continent. Algeria will host the 4th Intra-African Trade Fair in 2025. Communication Minister Mohamed Mziane said the event highlights Algeria's commitment to African integration, intra-African trade, and the African Continental Free Trade Area. The 2025 African Food Systems Forum opened near Dakar, led by Senegalese President Bassirou Diomaye Faye alongside Rwanda's Paul Kagame. Focused on innovation and food system transformation, the event runs until Friday, with nearly 6,000 delegates from 80 countries. The Africa CDC and WHO have unveiled a new strategy to eliminate cholera in Africa by 2030, aiming to cut deaths by 90% and end the disease in over 20 countries. In sports, South Africa reached their first ever Women's Rugby World Cup quarter-final with a 29-24 victory over Italy at your community stadium. That's the latest for now. Thank you for your attention.